Welcome to Fresh Off the Set. I'm Kari Hawker-Diaz.
And I'm David Osmond.
And I'm Laura Murray. Thank you so much for, turning this on, taking a listen. We love it.
We love it. Yes, we literally go from set on our show, Fresh Living, to the podcast room. And this one's fun because I got to interview two of the principal dancers with Ballet West for their new production, Firebird. And Laura, I started thinking Ballet West, it reminds me of your cute tradition you have with your dad.
Yes, it is my favorite tradition. So every year since I was 3, so I'm not gonna tell you how old I am now, because you guys can do the math. I'm not gonna tell you how long we've been doing it. But every year since I was 3, my dad and I go see the Nutcracker in December. And we go out to dinner, and then we go see it. And it is honestly my favorite Christmas tradition. And it's been such a joy. I grew up dancing. I've mentioned it before. And my dad was always supportive of my dreams of dancing and how much time I spent dancing. And
Kevin. Go, Kevin.
Did that. Yeah, my dad is an absolutely amazing father. And we've been doing that every year. And I'm so grateful to Ballet West for that beautiful piece of art that they put on every year so that my dad and I can experience it together, and so many other people can. They do so well. And if you're listening to this and you have kids and you kind of want to take them to the ballet, but you're not sure how to get them started, Nutcracker is a great choice. It's so visually appealing. It's so beautiful. And it's a little shorter for maybe kids who can't, sit long enough.
It'll keep you on your toes, huh?
Yes. Yeah. I see what you did there.
A joke that's on point. Yeah. Hey, stop. I'm here all week.
But it really is a tradition that I adore. And I hope to do it year after year after year.
I love hearing about it every year you go. I love
60 years they're celebrating. Adam Skloot, executive director, has been there a long time. He's been on our show a bunch. And that show in particular, I've taken my kids a couple of times. Not nearly as many as you have. But this sounds like something you're going to carry on as a tradition in your family.
I absolutely want to. It's something that I will always remember. And like I said, I'll always be grateful to Ballet West for creating this wonderful work that my dad and I have shared.
And they do a ton of shows. I think the Dracula, I know they're doing right now. And they got one that you were talking about with this one.
This is Firebird. It's a 3-part production that has different costumes, different music. They switch it up. We talk about their pre-show rituals, what they do after the show. We really get to know them and what their favorite parts of this show is. And should we just give it a listen?
It's a labor of love. It's very hard what they do. It's very difficult, and they do an amazing job. Yeah, let's take a listen.
Okay. I am so excited to be chatting with principal artists Amy Potter and Jordan Veit today with Ballet West. Great to talk to you both.
Hi.
So happy to have you. Okay, I'm really excited about this program. Let's first start with, what will audiences be seeing during the Firebird program?
Well, it's actually a triple bill, so they're going to see 3 really unique pieces in one evening that they just slightly relate on the fact that they're all honoring our founder, Willem Christensen.
Oh, very cool. Okay, 3 different pieces. That's really original. I love that. That's exciting. Yeah. Okay, what are your roles in these performances, and how are you preparing for them? Amy, let's start with you.
So the first piece that you'll see is a ballet called The Firebird, choreographed by William Christensen. It's to the score by Stravinsky, excuse me. And I am dancing the role of Firebird. And I will be partnering with Jordan as Prince Ivan.
Yes.
Very cool. And how do you prepare for something like this?
I think just day-to-day rehearsals. Our artistic staff works with us daily on coaching and correcting and just developing the character, and Jordan and I working just kind of by ourselves and figuring some stuff out so that things go smoothly.
Very cool. And Jordan, what about you? Are there any tricks to this?
Well, it's just a lot of time, and we rehearse about 6 hours every day. So,
Wow.
and that's split up amongst, first we have Dracula, but then we have this triple bill. So we're working on a lot at the same time, but it's all those hours of rehearsals and perfecting it. And like Amy said, talking to your partner, and sometimes you go home and you have to think about it, digest what happened that day. And build stamina. There's the physical component as well. So there's a lot to work on in that time before it's performance ready for you guys to see it.
Sure. Okay. And I know Amy mentioned it briefly, but for Firebird, tell us your role.
I'm Ivan. So I come across the Firebird in the forest. I'm hunting, and she's a magical creature. And instead of capturing her, she gives me her feather when I set her free, and it comes back later and helps me in a fight against a magic sorcerer.
Ooh.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Very cool. Okay, tell us about your experience being a dancer with Ballet West. Jordan, let's start with you.
Well, I've been here for 11 seasons, so that's quite a while. I feel at home in the company, and it's been really great. It's my job, but it's also my passion. And I think it's really great to have such close friends that we work with all day. And I think that's why I've stuck around for so long, because it's very fulfilling to get to dance all day and spend time with good people. And I love the city, Salt Lake City. So
Yay.
It's been really great. Yeah.
Awesome. And Jordan, you're from, is it Seattle?
I'm from Seattle originally, yes.
Very cool. Well, Salt Lake loves you, so we're glad you're here. And Amy, tell us about your experience being a dancer with Ballet West.
So this is my third season, and it's been great. I think Ballet West has a really good rep, meaning the shows that we perform. Like Jordan said, it's very fulfilling, and you get to experience different roles, different characters. That's really fun. And Salt Lake, I also love as well. I'm a huge outdoor kind of gal, so I love hiking and camping. So
this is your place then.
Yeah. Yep.
Very cool. What do rehearsals look like preparing for a production in general for any ballet?
So we start our class every morning, an hour and a half class, just to warm up our bodies. And then depending on the day, you could have anywhere between 6 hours or 1 hour. It just depends on the schedule of that day.
There's people in the front of the room are there, and they teach us all the steps and how they're linked together for that piece. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the beginning of the rehearsal process. But now where we're at in the rehearsal process, we'll run the whole ballet. We'll get the feeling, what it's like, the exhaustion that you're going to feel. And then we'll get all of our notes. So throughout the run of the ballet, the front of the room will be writing down all the little corrections and things that didn't quite go well, and we take another look at that after it, so we can keep bringing up the level and making it better and better.
Okay, sure. And from beginning of rehearsals for Firebird to maybe the first show, I know you said maybe 6 hours a day, but how is it? Months? Is it weeks? How long are you guys practicing?
It really varies depending on the show. Firebird, we started learning, was it 2 months ago? So. But then other things come up. We did a tour to Chicago, and so you kind of have to put it on the back burner for a little bit, and then you have to bring it right back out where it was at before. Mm-hmm. And so now we really worked on it for the past 2 weeks. We'll put it to bed again a little bit as we open Dracula next week, and then we'll bring it back out when we're performing our second week of Dracula and really work on it, get it ready for the stage the following week.
Man, you guys work so hard. So I have to say, I was in the Nutcracker when I was 13 and with Vinay. And so I've seen a little piece of rehearsals and we had the makeup rehearsal, how to do our makeup and everything. And then with the principal ballet artist, you guys were just superheroes. Every time we'd see you guys walk by or anything, you were the stars. It was celebrity sighting, So it's really cool that you guys are doing this, and so many people look up to you. Amy, what did it take to become a principal ballet artist?
Gosh, a lot, a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication.
Yeah.
A lot of sacrifice. And honestly, I think it's the right time and the right place in some instances. But you really have to be kind of resilient and confident in this career to get to the top and to be like mentally
Sure.
stable.
Yeah.
So,
Jordan, what about you?
Yeah, I think it's just really important to remember everybody's path is going to be different on how we get there. And similar to Amy, I'm thinking it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of effort and stuff, but it also is a little bit of luck. It's you can be the most talented, beautiful dancer, and sometimes it just doesn't all like line up at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
And so we understand and feel so grateful that all that has worked out at the right time for us to make it to that level.
Sure.
I remember too the superhero principal dancers when I was a little kid. And it's pretty weird to be there now and to be like, oh, we're just regular people. So, yeah.
It really is something phenomenal that I'm sure you've worked very hard for. Jordan, what is it about ballet that you love?
Oh, well, I love the combination of the physicality as matched with artistry and emotion. There's nothing else I can think of that is quite like that. I always was like super active, and I feel very fulfilled when I am completing a physical task. I love the sweat. I love that kind of effort. But I also find that my mental stimulation needs all this artistry and feeling those emotions throughout the day. So this is just like this magical thing that involves both of them. So that was pretty lucky to find that.
Oh, that's really special. That's really cool. Amy, what about you? What do you love about ballet?
I would agree with Jordan. I grew up with two brothers, so we were always very, physically active. I played every sport under the sun, so like the totality of it has always been there. But the more and more I got into my career, I found the love for acting and really diving into the character and, like Jordan said, feeling the emotion of it. You really don't get that anywhere else. So it is like a very unique and special thing.
I did think of something else to add.
Sure.
I love that we get to listen to music all day.
Oh,
We're in a room with like live piano, and then we go on stage and it's this full orchestra. And I feel so lucky that we get to be around music instead of just a quiet office.
Mm-hmm.
So
yep, that does sound pretty magical. That is amazing. Jordan, what do you hope audience members will gain from watching Firebird?
I hope they gain a really fun evening, that they can just leave everything else behind, enjoy these three really unique works. And then the last one, I do have to say, Stars and Stripes. It's full company on stage. It's so fun, so much energy. So definitely stick around to that one. I think the audiences will really love that, and they'll go home on just such a high.
Cool. That third part. Okay. And then Amy, what about you? What do you hope people will take away from it?
I have always loved triple bills, and I think that it's really cool for audiences to see a mix of different styles of dance. And I think that's what this triple bill brings. Firebird, you have kind of very old choreography, but classical style. And then Fever Dream is more contemporary. Everybody's in flat shoes. There's no point shoes. And it's to really cool music, kind of like more modern day movements. And then the third one, as Jordan said, like, it's very like proud to be an American, like a huge American flag comes down at the end. It's just very patriotic, and the music is awesome. And I think the audience will really enjoy navigating through through the evening.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and the costumes are always so beautiful. Do either of you have a favorite of what you get to wear?
Firebird, hands
Oh,
down.
there it is.
Stars and Stripes, it's cute. Like we wear like little white socks and hats, and we have white gloves, so that'll be fun. But Firebird is more of like a fierce, like red tutu, really cool makeup. So
Ooh.
yeah,
Very, very iconic. The Firebird costume is also my favorite costume in the ballet. So even though I'm not wearing it,
That's
Amy
your favorite.
looks
Yeah.
great. Yes.
How long does it take once you sit down and like hair, makeup, get ready? How long does that process take?
I usually take like an hour, but I take my sweet time.
Yes,
so.
I was gonna say the same. I take an hour, but that's because I'm like being really like lazy and trying to be really relaxed.
Eating
but-
snacks.
Yeah. I'm sure if I was running late and got stuck in traffic, whatever, I could do everything in 15 minutes. But I prefer to take my time, take an hour or so. Yeah.
Take your time. Do you guys have any like beforehand rituals or after like celebrations or anything that you guys do?
I think my ritual really is listening to music and taking my time doing my makeup and hair. I am a person that does not like to be rushed.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll get there on the early side and just kind of be in the theater, get in the right headspace. I use essential oils to just kind of calm the nerves. And yeah, I don't know if I have any really after performances, maybe like
Sleep.
go eat a burger and go to bed.
There you go.
Yeah, similar. I say my pre-show would be to like kind of take a nap, even if I don't end up falling asleep. I still just have that rest time, and then after the show, probably a big bowl of pasta and straight to bed. You know.
Sounds like my day. Big bowl of pasta and straight to bed. Well, it has been so lovely chatting with you both. We are so excited to see Firebird program. When can we see this and where can we buy tickets, you guys?
Firebird runs from November 3rd through the 11th, and it's at the Capitol Theater. And you can visit balletwest.org to buy your tickets or our box office.
Amazing. Okay. Well, best of luck to both of you. I don't know, is break a leg still a thing or is that bad luck? What are we saying these days?
You can say married.
Married. Okay.
That's what we say in our theater, yes.
Yeah.
Married.
There's a bunch of different ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Married to both of you. So excited to see this. Principal artists, Amy Potter and Jordan Veit. Thank you so much for joining us today. Wonderful to chat with you. And thank you for listening to another episode of Fresh Off the Set. Please rate, review, and subscribe. And we will see you next week. Congrats, you made it to the end. If you want to continue to freshen up your day, you can watch us on Fresh Living every weekday on CBS Channel 2 in Utah at 1 o'clock. You can also watch us on our YouTube channel, KUTV Fresh Living, and follow us on social media. We will see you next week.